was almost killed by Jungle Justice in 2007. Something happened. So back then I was in JSS3, and I used to work in a television in an electronics shop. So whenever I close from school, I just go straight to my boss' shop and stay there. So he was doing a part-time program in the university then. So whenever I come, he takes that time to go out. So back then, we still had GSM, what do you call it now? Phone calls. You have to pay at the phone booth to make call. So it was a line of shops, and in my shop, a lady used to do that kind of business. So she plugs her phone in our shop.
Yeah.
So on this particular day, she came to plug her phone. I was with a friend, a Muslim friend. I think his name is Mohammed, if I remember clearly. She came to plug her phone, and I was gisting with my friend on the seat in the shop. And I do recall vividly that shortly after some time, she came to pick the phone. I guess a customer wanted to make call. She picked it. That lady never came back to our shop again. The next time she came was when she said she was looking for her phone, that she plugged it here. Then I told her that you picked it after plugging it, you didn't come back. She said no, she insisted. It was around 5, 6, so shops were already closing. So it became a very heated argument of we stole her phone, we didn't steal her phone. Then her brothers were around. She called her brothers because her brothers were also had their shops along the same line. Some hefty looking guys. Then cultism was very, very rampant. And those her brothers were cultists. And it's one of the reasons she called her, because she believed they could help her recover her phone from us. She was very convinced that the phone got lost in my shop, and I was very convinced I wasn't even vouching for me. I was vouching for me and my friend. So before you say Jack, those guys gathered and they said, you know what, since none of you is accepting responsibility for the phone, we are going to have to take you to a native doctor. The better, the earlier you confess, the better, because if the native doctor says any of you took that phone, you're going to, regret making us go through that.
Yeah.
I was a deep Christian then, and I mean, when I say deep Christian, it means that my religious values or faith values prevented me from going to such places. But just to prove that I did not take the phone, I told them, let us go. Likewise, the Muslim guy, they put us on a bike. About 5 of them all hopped on a bike. We didn't know where we were going. It was already dark by that time. We decided to finally leave. So we went to the native doctor's place, and he told us he asked us what's the problem. We told him, and he said, okay, this is how much he charges for his oracle, for his consultation or whatever. Those guys paid him, and then he kind of like said, if any of us, he talked to us, the accused, that if we took it, we should just say it, because once he says this, he cannot give us back the money. So Baba, go ahead. So he brought out something that looks like that has 2 lips, and you can hold it at the base. So the thing can either open or close, So, and I can tell you now that I know much about it, that he controls it from the base. So when he said, what's your name? Said, my name is Mayor. He first did for the other guy, the Muslim guy. It was negative. So the same thing he did for me. What's your name? Said, my name is Mayor. So he now held the thing and spoke into it and said, if it is Mayor that took the phone, open. The thing opened. I was shocked.
Right before you.
If it is, he repeated it to be double sure. He tested it severally, because at that time they've caught the culprit. So if it's Mayor if it's not Mayor that took the phone, close. He refused to close. At that point, I was already hearing whispers. The boys were around. They were all in front of. They were already like, go deal with you, that kind of thing. So long story short, the man now begged them that please, they should not beat me, because he already heard the comments they were making. They just needed to leave that man's office. Let me call it office. And show me, before they were, but now they were going to beat the truth out of me. So they put us back on a bike and went back to that same area where the shop is, because there were residential buildings. It's a market. It's a busy street. So some streets behind, very dark. These guys started beating the hell out of me like they've caught a criminal. So, and then how I kept saying I didn't take the phone, and it got them more angry because, trust me, they believed the native doctor hook, line, and sinker. I was fainting. I was at the point one of them said, "Go and bring so thing." It's like they lived in the neighborhood. Some of them had houses. There's something they say, whatever, whether they use it for cultists or whatever, I don't know. But that was when I knew I was going to die, because I can't remember exactly that thing they said they should go and bring, but it was a weapon that they were going to use to continue to torture me. Then I confessed. I said I stole the phone.
You had to accept it.
I accepted I stole the phone. As at that time, I had figured out what I needed to do before I accepted I stole the phone. So I said, I stole the phone. They say, where is it? That was the next question. I predicted that question. I said, I gave it to Chukudi. Chukudi was the guy that sells cement. His shop was just next after my Oga's shop. And what they sell was cement. And they say, where is Chukudi? I say, he lives down the road. From that dark spot, if you look down the street, you could see lights, cars passing. My plan was just to, get to the road and scream. But luckily, when we got to the road, we saw a police patrol van stationed one place at that junction. That was how I made noise. And the police people intervened. They were like, what happened? Then I told them, they told the police that I'm a thief, I stole phone. I've confessed. And I told the police then that I stole no phone. It became an argument. The police took over the case and took me from them. I slept in the station that morning. When the DPO came in the morning and heard that they were beating me on account that a native doctor told them I stole phone, he got so mad and he ordered my immediate release. In fact, the people that took me to the station, the police people, didn't take me really to detain me. They took me from them to save me. Yeah, because of what I told them and because of what you needed to see me that night. That was how I escaped dying from jungle justice. So I'm interested. How did you escape your own jungle justice? How did you escape it?
It's while you were telling your story, I could imagine, I could paint a picture in my head. It's something very frightening, something scary, that you find yourself in the midst of very unreasonable hoodlums who are more than willing to unalive you, just because someone made accusations. No proof, nothing at all. In my own case, I need you to just pay attention to the fact that this so-called prophet who willingly handed me over to these guys, by the way, if you're watching this video, you need to watch the first episode to really understand where this story began. And I've realized that most of you, when you're watching our videos, you probably forget to subscribe to our channel. I would please ask you to just take a brief moment to subscribe to our channel. It's another way of supporting the work we do at KaaTruths Podcast. It means a lot to us, and this way you will also keep getting notification when we post new videos. Thank you so much. So what I was saying is, this is a prophet who sees even the color of the underwear of a woman. This is a prophet who can tell you how old your pregnancy is. This is a prophet who nicknamed himself SSS. I see, and God settles the matter.
Wow.
He calls himself the prophetic Etekwele. Onye tope. If he's prophesying, you'll be hearing, can I prophesy? The crowd will say, prophesy, Papa. Can I go deeper?
That
Go
is their-
deeper.
that is
Papa.
their
Can I go
uniform.
to your village?
Can I travel
That
to
is
your
their
village
uniform.
now?
That
Should
is
I
their
enter your
uniform.
father's compound?
Exactly.
That is their
Mommy
uniform.
Gio, you are
I'm-
paying
I'm from-
attention.
I'm paying
Once you hear
attention.
that
Ministry
that
must
opening
move.
sentence, know you are talking to a first prophet.
Yes, but people don't believe
People
that.
don't. Yeah.
See, anywhere you hear, can I prophesy? Anybody saying that, hold me by my words. They're all hoodlums. They're all fraudsters. Now, this same man who sees all of this could not see in the spirit, spiritually, that I did not steal anything. When he handed me over to those guys, what those guys told him was that they will take him to a native doctor. That is why I was just listening
Like
to you.
your stories are striking.
So that they want to take me to a native doctor. But me, I know the tricks that native doctors play.
Yeah, of course.
If you take me to a native doctor, once the native doctor see that you are the suspect, they will align with the accusers.
They will align with the original belief,
Exactly.
the existing belief of the accusers.
Because they will not struggle to convince the
Yeah,
accusers.
yeah.
The belief was already there. They just needed confirmation. So I knew if I didn't do something, something was going to happen to me. I never knew that this was a plan from the prophet and his friend, the so-called Apostle Adam, to make sure that I do not return from Port Harcourt alive. You know, they've been waiting, they've been trying to find a way to eliminate me. And this way, if those people end up killing me through jungle justice, of course, you cannot hold them accountable.
Clean.
It's a clean one.
Clean death.
Very clean one. Guy, when they left me there, I saw this crowd, angry people, boys. You see, these are boys they were intoxicated by different hard drugs and different substances. They were not people you could reason with. They were not there because they were interested in the truth. They were there because they were hungry of torturing and killing somebody. And I was unfortunate
Probably
to
were
be
paid.
the scapegoats.
I'm sure they were not paid. I'm sure because they were many.
Okay, they were just angered that somebody
They
stole.
Just ready to pour their
So
anger
You
out
know
somebody.
how it is now when
Experiences,
you know how it happens now. Once they say thief, you see
Everybody.
somebody will use his money to go and buy tire and
fuel.
fuel.
Normal.
He has
Normal.
not verified that this person is truly,
thief.
but he want to make sure that. And the person who is doing that is probably a bigger thief.
Obviously, that has not been caught.
That has not been caught. But you want to make sure that you contribute to your debt. That was what happened to me. I saw them, angry faces. I looked at this guy that I was in his house and I called him by his name. I said, are you sure that your money is missing? Because I was the one bringing out money that we were using to eat food.
Wow.
In fact, before I left, you were telling me that if I know how to help your business, I should. If I know how to assist you, I should. How did you turn to start accusing me that I stole your money?
That you claim not to have initially.
Are you getting me? So, in fact, something had happened early that morning. I think there's this water bill that they paid there, and or vigilante something. I can't remember. This happened years ago, but I remember I was the one that paid that money because he said he doesn't have money. He didn't have money. So this person that didn't have money, suddenly you have 50K you kept somewhere. And
you are the one that stole it.
And I stole it. And you were in the house with me throughout when I left. And I stole the money. I did not run away. I went to meet the prophet.
O.C. Benjamin.
He said I stole the money. I should return his money. That was when I saw his true color.
Wow.
This guy changed. He said, they've been telling me things about you, blah, 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 blah. See, these people were preparing. And then I knew I had to do something. You see, I was just talking and talking. I was just, you know, I was saying all sorts of things. I was just, somebody, who was about to be killed. I was just talking until, it's a ghetto area. If before they knew what was happening, even me, see, that is one of the things that whenever I remember it, I thank God. It was God that saved me. Because how those people could not see when I made a turn and entered one house like that, this ghetto place, just one house like that. There were so many houses. That one back of the house, boom, before you know it, if you see run. I left the bag of my cloth there because
that is what the
You
Igbo calls
if
Oson do.
if you see run, go to the main road and stopped a bus, jumped in. There were empty seats. I told the guy, I will pay for all the seats. Please don't stop.
Did you have any money in your pocket?
Don't stop. I had my ATM card.
Okay, so
That means they
once
don't-
come to us, you tell him to take you to where you
and my
can.
phone. Yes.
You can, make
So,
withdrawal.
I had my phone too. They were looking at. They didn't know what was happening to me. I was turning left and right. I was driving the car with
your heart.
With my heart. This guy pushed.
Your mind,
When
I
he
mean.
stops to drop somebody, I'll be like,
One day.
when we go to, this was not in Port Harcourt town. When we go to Port Harcourt town, when they stopped me, I didn't go straight to the park because I felt
They would
they
look for
could be
you.
looking for me.
Your
Yeah.
brain was working fast.
Mm.
Your brain was working
There.
fast.
So I ran to a hotel, lodged in a hotel, and I was there. The day I came back, I didn't come back from Port Harcourt to Abakaliki. I first moved from Port Harcourt to Aba, Abia. From there, I entered Enugu, and when I go to Abakaliki, the first place I went to was O.C. Benjamin's house. I went there with one of my friends called Shadrach. I went there. I told Shadrach to wait by the gate. Shadrach will be watching this video. I told him, wait by the gate. If you don't see me, you know where I enter. I entered O.C. Benjamin's house. Then he was living at Udemezu. There's a street called Udemezu in Abakaliki. So I've forgotten either 20-something or 30-something. I've forgotten. So I entered there, met him. I said, he saw me, say, you are here. I said that I escaped. He was visibly angry.
Wow.
Because he thought that would be the end of me. I was a pain in his house. I was a problem that I didn't know how to discard. Now, the problem was that he didn't trust me enough.
Yeah.
He had told me, they have given me everything. They have shared the secret with me. But how sure is he that I'm not trying to gather proof?
He's someone that tried to kill you.
Yes.
And he's a man. He knows that you are a man too. And you cannot forget that
exactly
on your life.
Exactly.
So even after he had brought you to himself as his boy, he's a thorough businessman.
Yes,
he's trying to tell himself that
you see,
ends are not tied. He needs to tie loose ends. And you were the loose end. He was going to tie.
You see that man? See, I have never seen a more heartless person like that man. See,
you need to be heartless to do what these guys do.
He's the only son of his mother. And he used to walk. He was a boy of a prophet called Isa Muhammad. This Isa Muhammad was very popular. In fact, when you see Isa Muhammad, then you see TB Joshua. Okay. The same hair, the same everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. He comes. They were the one that started this prophetic nonsense. All right. Now he was his boy. He was working for this man until they started having issue, and that man disappeared. Till today, nobody has been able to give account of the whereabouts of Isa Muhammad.
Like whether he's alive or he's dead.
He vanished.
into thin air.
into thin air.
And
Till today, in fact, there was a time police people came from this Abuja to arrest him in Abakaliki because of Issa Mohammed's case.
as at that time, was he still alive or around, so to say?
Issa Mohammed.
Or has he disappeared?
No, he has disappeared.
So
Police were now arresting those that were close to him, that they suspected must have had a hand. I don't know how that case died, but till today, Issa Mohammed is nowhere to be found, and nobody was ever held accountable for him because there was no proof of anything. Now, the first car this guy drove, Morano, belonged to Issa Mohammed.
He drove it after Issa Mohammed
disappeared.
How did he access it? How did he have access to the car?
He was his right-hand man. I don't know if you're getting it. So the story had it that the Morano was, his own. But of course, everyone around him knew
that it was
Issa Mohammed's car. That was the first car used, Morano Jeep, Morano SUV. So I'm giving you this so that this is a man that if I tell you the atrocity, the wickedness, he does not care about you. You see, anything, even his mother was not safe. His siblings were not safe from him. Anything that will put a break to the prosperity of his ministry,
religion,
he will cut you off.
That is brutal.
Do you know when I got to his house, the first thing I told him, I said, that Papa, you can now call those people to come to Abakaliki. Because in Abakaliki, I know that I have people in Abakaliki, and there was little you could do to me.
There is no beating you in your home.
No, you can't try that in Abakaliki. Now you go run.
At this point, were you doing it from the basis of audacity or from the basis of, I know this man, I know that he's after me, and they won't.
It was audacity. If not for audacity, why would I come with some?
As then you are rebel.
Yes, man.
I
know what was happening.
You possibly were willing to work with him.
So what I was doing is, remember in the first episode of this, I told you I was very curious to know what being his eye means. Yes. So now when they kept on introducing me little by little into the
business.
Yes. So I was very curious. But the honest truth was that I wanted to have as much info as possible.
So he was right. He was not wrong.
He was not wrong with his
not trust you.
He was not wrong.
Because again, if he was the one, an attempt was made on his life, he knew he would not forgive who made that. Even if that person brought him close and started feeding him.
And remember,
so he was a thorough businessman.
Remember the story of Issa Mohammed.
Yeah. Did you know about it then?
Yes, now remember the story of Issa Mohammed. So he probably didn't want what happened to Issa Mohammed to also happen to him. I don't know if you're getting it.
Okay.
So if you are a kidnapper and you suspect someone of being a kidnapper, you're going to be very afraid, very scared, because you know what has happened.
You know what a kidnapper can do.
You know what a kidnapper can do.
The Igbo people say, Obu man malaya.
Exactly.
Somebody that kills
by a sword
doesn't allow somebody to wave sword behind him.
And he knew that I was a rebellious person and I have all the audacity
in the world.
I have all the courage in the world. All right, to do. So he was very scared because do you know that after I left, he brought me out from that police station. Do you know the first thing he did? When I came out, before I came out, everybody on the street of Abakaliki was looking at me as the kidnapper that kidnapped his papa. The pastor that kidnapped his Gio. If I'm walking on the road, people will be pointing at me. The story spread everywhere. because he came to the church and announced it
He demarketed
As a
you.
testimony.
as a testimony. Are you
I'm
getting me?
not
So
saved.
people, in fact, he used me to raise money. Anybody who is planning
Every
evil for
opportunity.
you will be exposed. Anyone planning evil for you will be exposed.
People were seed of exposure.
People were tapping into that grace.
Nice.
All right. Now, before he reintegrated me into his ministry, of course, since he has told his
Then-
congregation that I came to kill him and kidnap him, I can't just walk back into the
The
ministry
church,
like
yeah.
that. So he needed to do something to reintegrate me to ensure that I fulfill the agreement that I had before my release, which was to start working
As
For
his
him.
eyes.
for him.
Mm.
So what did he do?
I'm curious.
On a Sunday service like this, I came. He called me out. He started by telling the story. And that I have, there's his prodigal son who is here to say something. By then, they had given me a script
I want to say.
of what to say. First, I need to attest to the fact that what he said before is the
It's
truth.
true.
That I conspired to kidnap him.
Oh, wow.
In fact, that video, I think I can still find that video. All right. So, when they handed over the microphone to me, I've always been very I've always been very good with words. I refuse to implicate myself. What I said was that people should, whatever happened, I know I've probably disappointed our papa, but the church should overlook what has happened and let's move on. So I just found a way.
Around it, your way with
Around
words, and deliver the message in a less harmful, in a less implicating
So
way.
he was not really pleased because he later said it after that minute, but because we were already there, and the plan was after making that statement that he will reanoint me. So after the whole statement, he reanointed me, emptied one big bottle of olive oil on my head.
As a prodigal son.
Goya don't suffer.
A prodigal son. And
You gave your life back to Christ.
reintegrated me into the. Now you understand that I was never comfortable in that place because the church members did not, also they started treating me somehow. Somebody who wanted to prove.
Stigmatization.
Exactly.
You have a poisonous heart. You are wicked.
Exactly.
How could you want to kill your prophet?
Exactly.
I mean, kidnap him. Yeah.
So back to when I went to his house after that jungle justice plan, I told him he should not call those people. He said, okay. Nobody ever came again for that case. Nobody ever came. So we continue working together.
You continued in the church.
Why not?
It's part of the reason he was alive.
That was
an agreement for him to come out of the.
Now, one day I sent him a message. I told him, I said, Papa, I know probably you're still struggling to
Believe.
to trust me, but you should be rest assured that you should have told me all of these things from the beginning when I started working for them. That I am in whatever it will take to build his ministry with him. That he should trust me 100%. Now, the wisdom that came to this podcast to confess, wisdom left him then. That was the first time that wisdom left him. I don't know issue they had. Wisdom left him then. So it was not me and another guy called the Matata, my friend that introduced me to him, and another guy called DK. All of them will be watching this video. And another guy called Apostle Chinedu. The Apostle Chinedu now, I don't know whether he's a native doctor or he's still a pastor, but he's more of a native doctor now. So
anything for the money.
Anything for the money. So I started seeing things, how they rent people from Abo.
Abo is in Delta State.
In Delta State.
Yeah, it's in Delta. Is in Delta or Edo?
It's Delta.
Agbo
Is it
in
Delta?
Yeah.
So they rent people.
To act in Delta for Delta Crusades or
Or
for
to-
Not Delta Crusade, any part of this country.
Okay, so Agbo was the supply.
Abo was the supply source,
Where
the
the
headquarter.
Nice.
All right. So, in fact, till today, most of the people who act miracle, one miracle or whatever it is in most churches, if you interview them, you discover that they are from Abo.
Mm.
So in Abo, you can even hire a day-old baby. The mother will bring the baby. Come and fake
Yes.
dead. All right. It's their business.
Mm.
A 100-year-old man or woman can come with walking stick. A whole family, you can hire a whole family. Father, son, and mother, and
And they're all
children.
in on it.
Going on that they are in.
It's
They're
busy.
all in on the drama.
Yes. They will come. You put them in one
nice
hotel. Very
They
local hotel where
And-
people will not find out. And the thing is, the prophet is never allowed to meet them
Them
face to
have
face
direct
until
contact
the church,
the day of
until
the
the day of the event. So the arrangement is made by
The eyes of the prophets.
people like us.
Mm.
Nice.
So we make the arrangement and then train them on how to act, what to do. If it is blindness, you must rehearse it over and over and over again with other collaborators. All right. So on that day, you will be in the crowd. Will describe you to the man of God. See, all that real blind people will be at the back, but this one that was hired will give him seat in the front, where the prophet will see him or her.
Very well.
All right. And if you remember, I told you how I had issue because I used to bring real sick people to the.
Yes.
No, that time you didn't know.
I didn't know now.
That what they were doing is arranging. You thought everything was real.
It was at this point, after this whole thing, that I started understanding why those other pastors that they pay more than they pay me, why they are always at the back pressing phone and be moving around. They don't sit down.
They are
always
pressing phone, but they're always paid higher than you that is working hard.
exactly. I would say this guy does he not have respect for Papa? Why should Papa be preaching and
Is
he's
Papa
busy?
not angry with
He's,
him?
he's busy pressing phone.
You should be asking, is Papa not angry with him?
So at the end of the day, they will receive more money for pressing phone at the back. I never knew that the heavenly connection that the Papa had
Was happening
was
from
there.
the back to
Yes, that the angel they sent from heaven to reveal people's
Whisper.
problem was
The-
those people at
Technology,
the back.
piping.
You were seeing the angel.
physical angel.
Me too, I started staying at the back now.
And you became an angel.
I became an angel too.
You were promoted.
I was
You were
promoted by
to the
that.
back. You were promoted to the back.
So at the end of every crusade, every program, every day, you know how many people that are going to receive healing. You know how many people that are going to receive prophecy. In fact, we used to joke about it that if you like, don't come and tell me your problem, or they will not give you prophecy.
Wow.
So if you want Papa to prophesy to you, you must pass through me to receive that prophecy, or you will come to this church and grow old. No prophecy for you, except some general prophecy that they will come and tell you, I see good thing happening to you, or I see bad thing
I
happening
see
to you.
seven people getting 10 billion this week.
Exactly.
That
is your-
and everybody shouts, "Amen." What are the
You
seven
don't
people
dare,
you
you
saw?
don't-
But you see that real prophecy where they will call you by your name, go deeper,
The one that
reveal it.
moves people. They are always people.
You must pass through us, or there will be no prophecy for
Those
you.
ones are too accurate to be guessed.
Now, let me
So
shock
it needs
you.
to be arranged.
Let me shock you. These people, these miracle actors, I think religious people don't think. Religion makes people blind, docile. It
Too
renders
docile.
their reasoning and brain inactive. Because these people will come to our church and receive all of these miracles. Blind you see, cripple you walk, even the dead resurrected, and all of that. At the end of the day, the next Sunday you will not see them.
You will never see them, never.
And these are strangers. So you only see them the day they receive the miracle, first and last.
Meanwhile, brother Lazarus has been in the church since he was childhood, and he has his cripple or he's blind, or he has one problem or the other, and he has been showing up.
Now, it makes those ones feel as though God hates them.
And they've been told a lie to cover up every time their brain attempts to think. For example, I'll tell you something. God heals whom he wants to heal.
God,
so that they
God
blame
shows
you
mercy
or your sins.
on whom he wants to show mercy.
It is God that decides whom to heal, not the pastor. So if you gather here today and strangers receive healing, it's not the pastor to blame, and you cannot blame God because he's God. So it leaves you with nobody to blame and nothing to think about.
Exactly.
So each time your brain attempts to
the foolishness of God is
the wisdom. The foolishness of God.
The wisdom of men is the foolishness of God. So you can't question God. You can't say, why did Brother Matthew receive healing and Brother Paul has been in this church for ages and he did not receive healing? You can't say that.
But the real question, where are they? Even though we can't question God, why are these people not staying in the church where they got?
Now, the question is, why? Because if you were blind from birth and then suddenly you receive healing,
a man of God.
See, guys, just hold on. The story is still long. I'm going to reveal a whole lot of things through this. Just relax. But we're trying to get, we're taking it bit by bit so that you probably you understand how all these things are done. All right. Why is it that they come to church one Sunday? You go to a point where started noticing the murmuring, that people were beginning to ask that question. Do you know what we did? What we did was the prophet said, okay, now these people, we can bring them after receiving, we can bring them to stay like 2 weeks in a church.
Before the miracle or after?
Before the miracle.
Okay.
Now, after receiving the miracle, they will also stay for like 2 Sundays. And then they will come to church to give a testimony that they are traveling to somewhere.
What kind
all right?
Of crookedness
I don't know if you're getting it, that they're traveling to somewhere. So people started doing that. But then, because we could not continue the same line of script, what we did was, in Abakaliki, people, in fact, Ematata, his sister was also used in their house. His sister was used for miracle. All right. So they went to their house, buried something, and he left it there for a while. And then afterward, they went and excavated it.
That's one of the most common thing they do when they want to.
Yes.
Start
so now you know this place. You know the sister is the sister of Pastor Emma. Is the sister of the. So they know. We started looking for sourcing those around. But then again, there was this guy in Abakaliki that we used to pay that guy 15,000 to eat shit. He will shit and eat it.
What did you say?
He will shit and then eat it. 15,000 naira.
For 15,000.
In fact,
when was that? What year was that? Sorry.
In fact, there was this was between two.
I want to estimate the value of 15,000 and then I know why somebody would do that.
210 to 11.
Anyway, what am I even saying? You remember the lady that Pastor Chris this same O.C. Benjamin, the lady that had a deformity.
That one that different prophet healed.
Her hand, she had a natural congenital problem that enables her to shorten and lengthen her hand. I've forgotten what that is called in medicine, in medical literature. I've forgotten. But she had it and they capitalized on it. Do you know how much that woman was paid? It was around 10,000 naira or so by Pastor Chris Okafor, the one with. These guys don't pay their miracle actors well.
They don't pay.
But then for eating shit,
15,000. Look at how it happens. In fact, as I'm talking to you, one of the I don't want to mention his name because, in fact, Wisdom also mentioned his name in his confession, but we had to remove it because of the guys. He's now a big boy. In fact, he's one of the superstars in the entertainment industry in Abakaliki. All right. This guy used to travel from Abakaliki to places like Kaduna, where O.C. Benjamin is having program, and you go there. O.C. Benjamin will tell the crowd that it was his uncle did something to him, that the only thing the guy does is to shit and eat it. That in fact, they are going to display it, do it practical so that you see. The guy will come in front of the church.
Oh my goodness.
In the presence, like before the altar, remove his trouser, shit there, and then bend and start eating it.
What?
How do you convince somebody's brain?
I
How
mean,
do you rewire somebody's brain to an adult's brain to come back to the point where he can accept to eat fecal matter? How do you rewire his brain? How many years?
Level of hunger.
Hunger did the rewiring. Oh no, hunger provided the substrate, or how do I put it now? Hunger enabled.
They are no words. They are no words. They are literally no words. They are no words.
Because I can't stand my poo.
They are no words. Like I can't
stand my
imagine.
poo.
Before he does this,
He does not have family.
Before he does this thing,
He doesn't.
He will see the thing here. The thing is, go to the internet. Go to O.C. Benjamin's church website. You will not see most of his miracle videos there. Do you know why? In fact, not just O.C. Benjamin, most prophets, you will not see their miracles there. Do you know why?
I know why.
Because they are probably using someone that somebody else has used.
Or using one person multiple times.
That is what I'm saying. Just like that woman that Chris Okafor used. Other pastors, O.C. Benjamin used her. A lot of other pastors.
In the case of that woman, you know, what blew us, what saved us, or rather, what exposed them was that about 5 of them had the healing session televised on air.
Exactly.
But something happened. Somebody that was curious enough to notice the same. In fact, you know, her hand is unique. Her miracle is unique. So it's easy to say, I have seen this woman here, and I'm seeing it here. And when it started, 2020, it was just 2 videos. Do you know that before you say Jack, 5 different videos came out
because people started digging deep.
We would never have known that woman too has been used severally by several people. We would never have known. And guess what Pastor Chris Okafor did? He said, so you said your mother-in-law, you were in a dream. Your mother-in-law pushed you. Yeah, when you fell, you woke up from the dream and your hand became like this. Pastor Chris Okafor told the story as though he was seeing
a vision.
Or as though the woman told, or whether he was seeing a vision or the woman told that. That's one of this. The long story short is that woman had a natural problem, but they told the story around it to make it real. That woman later was arrested by the police and she granted an interview. Go to Google and type, I regret being used by Pastor Chris Okafor.
It's everywhere.
Type it like that and you will see Punch newspaper.
It's everywhere.
The first result that comes out is Punch news. Just type, I regret being used by Pastor Chris Okafor. You will see her image on Punch newspaper. You know, Punch newspaper is a verified. So she was arrested. Guess what? That's where she mentioned how much she was paid. I was disappointed. Like, if I make so much money from prophecy, because they make a lot of money from there, I can't pay my staff 10,000 naira.
You don't understand.
Leader, I cannot.
That's
now,
why are they
just hold on. Just hold on. Out of the 10,000 naira she was paid, the person who brought her, the vendor.
The vendor. Oh God, now you're killing me.
the vendor that she brought her.
Miracle vendor.
Miracle vendor that brought her have their own court.
Aye.
All right. So that time there's this lady in Enugu. The only business she does, she was a vendor, a verified vendor.
She's to vend.
She
vends miracle. I mean,
that provide. She will call us. That she have somebody so person that
Whenever she has, she will call.
so she had that this person is good at so thing. That was how people started using that woman now. Because see, this prophet, after using one person, they told their colleague, they use it to brag. You see, that I swear, that woman is the best I've used. That woman,
I can imagine.
So they will call you, Papa, I beg, I need the number of that woman.
I need the vendor number.
He get one program what I want to make I use and shake the crowd small.
Legado là-bas.
They work together. It's a chain of criminality. All right? It's a crime syndicate. It's a crime empire, a criminal empire.
A concierge of crime. Wow.
All right? So, now, these people, I remember I was telling a story of how we'll try to retain those people instead of coming to receive miracle and then they disappear. You don't see them again. Yes. So what was started? Do you know? Kai, there was a time O.C. Benjamin paid someone for not just one person, a blind woman and her child, a little girl, and another person, a crippled, all right, to station them in front of a church gate. This was in Port Harcourt. Was it Port Harcourt or in Uyo? To station, it's a Presbyterian church. So it was a big church, but Presbyterian church, they are not used to all this prophecy. It's an Orthodox, so you don't mess up there. So O.C. Benjamin was part of the people that they invite, I think yearly, to come and preach for them, minister in that church. Now, for that year, he needed to do something extraordinary. He rented a place for these people, and the assignment was every day make sure they push you around that church vicinity, and on Sunday morning, make sure you are stationed at the church gates begging for alms.
You will even raise money for yourself.
So people come to that church. I'm telling you that this thing happened for almost 1 year.
God, where do you start doubting?
So people come to the church. They see these people by the gate, give them money, dash them a lot of things. So everybody knew these people. The entire people in that environment knew them. And then the day the program was held, he healed them. Tell me how you will believe that it was a staged miracle. Because everybody, I've seen these people for almost 1 year. Is it not this woman that used to beg at our gate? Is it not this man that used to do this? Is it not this?
And
they even took them, because Presbyterian Church, you know them now, they even took them to where they were living. And the people that they were living together with in the same compound testified
that these people live here.
They've been crippled for this long.
So even at home, they
had to put on the
wait, those people were real crippled people.
Your head is not.
You see? Do you know what?
The thing has confused even you.
Yeah. So wait, hold on. So even at home, they for that 1 year,
they were going to be crippled for 1 year.
In the eyes of everybody.
In the eyes of everybody, you cannot be still.
Home and abroad.
The only place you can walk or do is inside your room. Once you are out, you are a cripple, you are blind. So the story, the verification of this story was very authentic and straightforward. There's no way to doubt it. And guess what? Guess what? The money he spent on these two people, he collected it from one man. Just one man. The money he collected from one man was more than the money he spent. Because those people that has money, those big people that has money, we've had a program in that same church where things did not work out. All right. So this time around, he needed to do something extraordinary because they were rich people in that church. And this one, He did vam in their eyes. So you can no longer doubt this prophet.
Where do you want to start doubting?
Where do you want to
In
start
fact,
from?
any attempt, if you even have the guts to want to doubt,
It's the
they,
people.
they'll go, are you doubting God or are you doubting
Do
that
you
miracles
know?
do not
Do
exist?
you know that the prophecy in that church, it was gathered over 6 months.
Mm.
The
Hey,
prophecy in that church,
It will be thick, my brother.
and the
will be conquered.
the target was the major people. This one was no longer young,
is it like
small
they
people.
invited him 1 year to the event of
No,
the-
it's an annual event. He
I say it's
speaks
an
there
annual
every year.
event. So
He
it's
speaks
just
in
like
that church every year.
it's
so
just like
he
you have,
knows that he is going to be there, so he had to make arrangement on time.
it's just like Evolve conference now. You know the Evolve conference
Yes.
every September. All right. Now, I know I will be speaking at Evolve conference September next year. I will start this year to plan of
Chill.
what I will do there.
What's more a strategy?
I don't know if you're getting it. So tell me how anybody was going to doubt that.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
Even we that are here said
It's
like
not
this.
possible.
That is why when I see people doubting miracles or doubting so-called highly anointed men of God,
Mm.
and I see others looking at them as fools, I don't blame the ones doubting, because if these things can be, anybody doubting anything, in fact, for me, the way it should work is this: doubt everything and pick what you've been able to verify after doubting.
Mhm.
That's number one. Number two, the church should be happy when people doubt miracles, because it should be an avenue to prove that these miracles happened, not to be antagonistic or combative. When people start saying this thing did not happen, you now say, are you doubt? You know, the way the eye they give you, the way they.
Mhm.
If I'm a real man of God and I do real miracle, I will be happy that you doubted it. All I just need to do, I can even, you that is doubting it, I can just tell you something or do another one in your life or allow you to
Case
go and
closed.
verify it. And in those days, trust me, the church used to be that meticulous
Do you know?
until the proliferation of merchants of miracle merchants, and what do you call it, apostles of another gospel, because this is not the gospel of Jesus. The merchants of another gospel.
Do you know? This is where I love the Catholic Church when it comes to
When
miracles.
I say those days, Catholic
You know Catholic Church. Forget the Mbaka and the rest of them. In Catholic Church, if you come and say you receive so miracle, they will subject you through very rigorous verification processes before it can be announced. You can't just wake up and come one morning and say your father said this and this happened and blah blah blah. They will first of all find out whether it's something that could have occurred naturally.
Yes, because the Catholic knows that some things we call miracle would have happened with or without prayer, because in the natural event of things, they were bound to happen or they could happen.
Now imagine somebody in a crowd. This is where it gets very tricky. Imagine in a crowd. Let's say a Nenche, for example. For example, with his big church.
Yeah.
Imagine you stand in the Nenche's church and you declare that there is a woman here who is barren. Amaka, you've been married for so number of years. You're watching me either on TV, anywhere you are. The Spirit of God says I should tell you that in the next 9 months, you're going to have a child. Now you understand that it's possible that this message is being preached to at least 1 million people.
Sure.
Out of this 1 million people, the probability that there is 2 Amaka or 3 Amaka that have not had issue for a while in their marriage is there. And the probability that in the next 1 year,
They will give birth.
that one of them will give birth. I don't know if you're getting it. Now, so many of them don't even mention names. They will just say there is a barren woman here.
They have increased the net. They have widened the net.
So in the next 1 year, whosoever it is that have been having issue,
TTC, trying to conceive. TTC.
once you have a child, you see that when Papa made that declaration that you claimed it, you know he
And
was talking
it
to you,
happened.
and it happened.
One
That is
finish work.
finish work. They play a game of numbers.
Mm.
That is what, do you know, sometimes if we are after a program like this, some miracles that people come to give testimony of, like I was having headache and then after Papa declares him, it stopped. Some miracles, Papa will be telling him, wow.
Even the man,
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He knew that it did not happen because of him. Because you know he's an evil man. But people's faith, there's a way people's faith work.
It gets plugged.
Do you know what the only thing you need to get healed if you're having like headache or pain is just to believe that you come in contact with someone that have the power to heal you. It's psychological.
Very psychological.
That is why in a program like this, you say, I used to have constant headache, but immediately the pastor touched me, the headache disappeared.
Psychosomatization.
When you get home and relax, the headache will come back.
Especially now, so even for neuropathic pains, chronic pains, and certain things that you've been battling with for years, like I'm telling you, you could be battling with something for 3 years. It could be pain. If you meet over those years, part of what even made that pain last that long is because of the psychosomatization. So that's why I believe that there's so much power in the mind. Most of the healing you receive, the power for it came from the mind.
Let me shock you.
Disarming the mind from inflicting injury on you. They disarm the mind.
Let me shock you. If you're feeling pain somewhere now, and something happened that took your mind off, something sudden that took your mind off that pain, you suddenly stop feeling it. Is that not correct?
Let me give you a perfect example.
Remember the girl in this guy's crusade
in UK.
Pastor
his name.
Pastor Jerry Eze. She limped up because of the atmosphere.
Let me give you a perfect example.
And then after the program, the family came and said that she was pushed back home. Was that not so?
They continue to go to physiotherapy.
They pushed
still
her
on wheelchair.
on wheelchair.
Yeah, she of course. Yeah.
Back home. This was a person who walked in the crusade ground. So you see, music is very powerful and deadly.
Very powerful and deadly. They can use it to.
That is why every prophet that knows how to sing does more exploit than those who do not know how to sing. Have you heard Uchume sing?
Oh, the atmosphere.
Have you heard Uchume sing? You know, people have been saying you forgot about Uchume, you've not said anything about him. See, his boy used to steal, there was living with me in the same house, used to steal my passport, international passport, because of the visa and in the passport. They will go and use it to prophesy to somebody in church. They will give you a guy, rent you, hire you, the miracle actors. You come with a passport. They will tell you, you've traveled to so place. You say yes. In fact, as I'm talking to you, your passport is in your pocket. You say yes. You say bring it out. You put your hand and bring out this thing. You open it. Visa.
Pages.
Nobody is seeing the name.
Yeah.
On the data page.
Of course.
I don't know if you're getting it.
Yeah.
I had serious problem with that, my friend, because of this. All right, using my passport to try to, stage fake miracles and all of that. Now, aside that, Assemblies of God churches is the headquarter. They are the ones producing fake prophets in this country. Because majority of all the fake prophets, all of them have they are beginning with AG, Assemblies of God. Uchume was just a gospel musician who sings. So in fact, I used to play his music too. The first time this guy reached out to us to ask for, for us to arrange miracles. There was this, I said it before, there was this Assemblies of God in Abakaliki, just along the express is close to the place they used to call Sperando Junction. All right. So from the Sperando Junction, if you are going to the express, as if you're going to Enugu, the Assemblies is by the left. He has preached there. The prophecy, he gave me prophecy in that church. Uchume gave me prophecy in that church. If they said I'm lying, the church, they should go and bring that video of how, when he ministered, they should produce a video. You will see me. The nonsense prophecy he gave to me were all lies. So when I'm telling all this riffraff,
were you in on it? Or you?
Then we were already in on it. Now I'm telling you. It was not, we were on it because, of course, I told you they work hand in hand. When that thing was happening, O.C. Benjamin sent us to go and provide him all the support
that
he needs. And remember the guy I said, look, who was also the keyboardist and one of the eyes of O.C. Benjamin in his church, was Uchume's boy too. I don't know if you're getting it.
Yeah,
so the assignment was go there, try to get data of some people, information of some people that he can prophesy to. And then at the end of the day, you didn't come with him, like just a random person. Are you getting me? So you cannot identify with him. He just came as a random person who came to church. Because Uchume came for ministration. And after getting those information for him, you stay in the crowd. After using all those ones, you are the main one. Because you know what's up.
The way
you enter you. Whatever you say, you are shouting, yes, Papa. That is how it is. I don't know if you're getting it. So, that was not the only place. Wisdom came here and said it. And people were doubting him. But this is a man I know very well. In fact, when we published a Wisdom video, he called. I have the recording. The reason why I have not published the entire recording is probably because I'm sure we're going to take up the case. So I don't want to expose everything yet. I can show you the recording is almost 1 hour. He called me at least 10 times that day. You can bear me witness. Now, later try to bribe us with 3 million naira.
Wow.
To delete the video.
To be honest, someone reached out to me too.
Oh, yeah.
And they reached out to me because they know I'm close to you. So they wanted me to.
If you need to listen.
I think I reached.
You need to listen where he was. Do you want me to play the voice note for you?
Please, let's continue.
Because he's in the see, I've multiplied it everywhere. The record is everywhere. So if you are watching this and you feel you want to come and collect my phone, it's in multiple drives. We combined all of it the day, because they've been threatening, we'll take you to court, we'll do this. We are waiting for the day we'll go to court. And then we'll bring out, because when he was speaking to me, he said, this, we're doing it to build people's faith. When he tried to deny it, I told him, when he realized that he can't deny it, was when I told him, I said, please, I'm going to have a problem with you if you keep saying that I don't know you very well. You may have probably forgotten me, but I have worked with you. When I told him my name and mentioned some of the places, he started saying, Pico, and my mother died in the village.
Was preparing for burial then.
Yes, the village to do this. Please, let's say to this thing. Another reason why I have not posted that voice note is because there was someone else who was also trying to, mediate. And this person is also one of them. But the reason why he's transparent, he will come and he doesn't deny it. He will tell you that he's trying to stop it too. that also one day when mama akwụsịwa go here obere you stopping it little. He's stopping it. All the chat, all the voice recorded, everything is in this one. I posted just a bit of it when this thing was. I posted a bit of it. He went ahead to also send 3 million naira. We share the 3 million to people now.
On the page.
Yes, we share the 3 million to people.
Did you tell them that they are eating?
I told them now.
Everybody knew what was going on.
Everybody knew.
The money, where the money came from.
Everybody knew.
In fact, that time the internet was hot, so it's.
Are you getting me? So
common
nobody, every single person,
because the guy is loved by many.
He's loved by many.
Very loved and very popular.
Do you know he hired some charlatans who now go about trying to write all sorts of things? They created fake page, Facebook account with my name and started chatting themselves. They will send one nonsense message and then screenshot it. That was when I got my page verified. That was exactly the period I got my page verified. So they will chat themselves and then they will screenshot it and post that this is me asking this person to send me 10 million naira. The same me that they said I'm asking somebody to send me 10 million is the same person that said I paid Wisdom 10 million to come and lie against Uchume and other prophet.
Wow.
Are you getting me? So that evidence, that proof is there. Every single, but these guys have the merit. Do you know the number of big prophets and pastors that called me because of that man? He was calling everybody to call me to beg me not to post it. But I told them, I first reached out to your boy that worked for you, that used to gather, stage your miracles for you and all of that. The guy was acting funny, was denying me. Now I've posted it. I can't delete it. And KaaTruths is not mine to do as I like. I can't wake up and decide that I'm deleting all the videos. I am not the owner of, I'm just part of KaaTruths. KaaTruths has board of directors. So the decision is not mine to make alone. He said, okay, you go collect this one, collect this one. Till today, they have not accepted that they paid money to me and they have not also denied it. Because the proof, they know that I have the proof.
Evidence.
The whole transaction is there. So now, if I tell you there's another prophet we had mentioned earlier in this podcast, in this talk, if I tell you that these people, they were all one. They were all one. I knew them when they were starting. They were all one. So when I tell people that this person is fake, it's not that I hate them. It's because I know.
You know their origin. You know where they started.
I know their origin. I know how they started. I know when they were learning work. If me like this, if I had gone on to become a prophet of my own, to choose that path, by now, most of the people that attack me online now will be hailing and defending me. Because but any day I will start church, the crowd I will pull.
I think religion.
The money I will make. By now, you see convoy and escorts everywhere.
If you ask me, religion is inherently evil in nature. In nature. So when I say religion, I don't necessarily mean faith or people's faith. Because what we have now is just religion, and not faith. And that's the part that can keep more people have died or people have killed in the name of religion more than AK-47 has killed in history.
It's true.
So
you can
yes. We are recording this video on today is 14th October 2025. All right, 4:45 p.m. This is 4:45 p.m. that we're recording this thing. I'm mentioning this date because I want to say something.
Okay.
There's a big pastor that was recently announced of his passing. The reason why I refuse to say anything about the pastor is because they said you should not disrespect the dead. But I can also say rest on Papa. I can also write something good about him because I know that, he's part of the people who commercialized the gospel. He's part of the people who taught most of these small prophets how to defraud people, how to do the job, how to stage miracles, how to do all of that. So I can't see myself.
I know who you're talking about.
I can't see myself writing good things about him just so that people will react and love me. I can't do that because I am telling you what I know, because he was also part of the people who tried to prevail during Uchume's case, because Uchume is his boy. I don't know if you're getting it.
I get it.
Now, when people look at me or listen to me, they feel like, this boy is always talking. He wants to, he's attacking men of God. He's attacking people. These are not men of God. I'm not saying that there are no good men of God. There are so many good pastors.
Yeah.
But these ones we are talking about are demons from hell, from the pit of hell.
They are charlatans.
These are charlatans who should never have any business coming close to the church. In fact, these are people who should be praying and asking God for forgiveness. Now, we have not even started our story.
The story is still plenty.
It's still plenty. Because the reason why I started this particular podcast is very
because we wanted to know your passion.
People feel like
We
I
want
just
to know
woke up
why.
one morning.
We wanted to know why you
Started
were doing the
attacking the
things that
bundle
you
of
were doing.
Christ.
Why you were attacking why you were fighting
no,
the whole
bundle.
body.
Us no bundle of
Christ.
Christ.
Oh, bundle. No, I am in a body of Christ.
No,
I'm part of a body of Christ.
I know.
Okay, but you're attacking the bundle. Okay.
You know that bundle of Christ reigned when Mercy Chinwo and Easy had issue.
Yes.
Bundles of money were the problem.
Yes.
So you're attacking the bundle of Christ.
Yes. Yes.
So, but yeah, people with naturality, and if these people know what you
Why
know,
the passion? What is
they will
triggering the fight?
actually be happy with you, because you are actually the child of God between you and them.
They don't know.
Because
You are the one doing God's work.
I've
don't
always
know.
heard people say,
You are the one doing
I've
God's
always
work.
heard people casually say, I'm not religious. But with the explanations you brought down the line, like with everything you say, we have more religious people than people who call themselves Christians or believers. Why? Because they are very ignorant of these facts. And again, we defend emotionally. We want to defend based on our emotions.
You got it.
Nobody cares about the truth.
Nobody cares about the truth.
They care about who their pastor is.
Feelings and emotions.
Do you know, if I wake up today now and go to O.C. Benjamin's church, I enter O.C. Benjamin's church and collect the mic and start telling people all of these things with proof, they will stone me to death.
With proof.
Who are you?
Do you know if you catch O.C. Benjamin now? For example, let's talk about this Bishop Otangwa in Abakaliki that they caught. The one they caught, there's this bishop they caught in Abakaliki. We had exposed that prophet here. But people called us liars. Now, later it was called sickle cell. They said a girl who was suffering sickle cell went to meet him for prayers. And he told the girl that she should start sleeping with him, that every time they sleep together, that the sickle cell will be fading away from her system. And the girl started sleeping with him for months until somehow the thing was, it leaked. Their nude leaked online. All right. And currently he has been arrested and then he's facing charges. But do you know the funny thing? On Sunday, go to that man's church. You will still see people in his church who are there saying that it is the devil that is fighting their prophet, their bishop. I don't know if you're getting it. So religion is so powerful to a point that I don't know how to explain it. That is why sometimes I get tired. See, if you watch, you see that the KaaTruths Podcast is beginning to shift away from just talking about religion because I'm tired of it. No matter what you say, nobody's going to listen to you. And people feel like you're doing it because you want to raise money. You want to use them and make money. But Mayor, you are here. These guys are here. They're watching us. I pay their salary from my personal money.
Of course.
To determine how much somebody make on YouTube is easy now. You can just look at the views.
And you know.
I don't know if you're getting it. You can just... Facebook has only paid us once $180. That was not even enough to subscribe the software that they are using for editing, monthly subscription. I have spent over 100 million naira of my money building this podcast.
Yeah.
And I've not made shishi.
I know how much the cameras alone are worth.
Every month I pay people salary from my personal fund. I pour in money, my personal, just to bring the truth to people.
But
People are saying that I am making money. I already have a life going for me
before coming to
do this. Otherwise, most of the people that come to this podcast, most of the guys that come here to make confession and all of that, at the end of the day, those that I sense that they have genuine repentance in them, like wisdom. I spent over 1.5 million naira on wisdom. I gave him 1 million naira cash. The other money was the big generator that we bought for him and other things. Over that, over 1.5 million, because we wanted him to be established so that he will not be tempted to go back
to his vomit,
to working with these people. Because I mean, there's nothing you tell a hungry person that he will understand as much as helping him to feed.
Hunger.
So now these are my personal money. We do all of this. Yet one idiot somewhere who've probably never seen 1 million naira in his account is somewhere shouting that I cannot go to your YouTube. You want to use it and make money. You see, I make money. I'm spending my fucking damn money to bring this out. And I'm having trouble because they are chasing me around. Now I can no longer travel in peace because somebody wants to kill me.
You see, these men are the God that religious people see.
Produce.
No. The God that a church goer sees is the pastor. Because they are praying to Jesus. They know there's God in heaven. But every day they come to church, there's a pastor talking to them. Every day they come to church, there's a pastor bringing the word of God to them. They grow to become fond of this pastor. They grow to even not know when they worship this pastor. They grow to a point where if you bring the truth, if this pastor fornicates and you brings the truth from Jesus, that those Bibles that Jesus words are in red letter, you quote Jesus words and say this pastor did wrong because our Jesus said so, but this pastor said so. They will leave what Jesus said and tell you that their pastor is right. Because the pastor is the Jesus they see every day. And they have gone to the point where they are like, that is why no matter what you do here, let me tell you this today, which you probably already know. No matter what you do here with religion, you're wasting your time. I discovered this late, but I discovered
big
it.
time.
We've
discussed it that we're a bunch of fools.
Because
if I had used this my knowledge to start my own church
from these same people,
money
from the same people,
you were the one that
trying to say. And he has strategies. He knows all of them.
He was the one that said on one of our podcasts that the gullibility market is so large.
It's too large. It's inexhaustible.
It's inexhaustible. So why can't we just forget all these things? This Messiah
syndrome,
Messiah
complex, and go into the business of
from this gullibility market.
It's money we are all here looking for. I mean, in this world, everybody is.
By now, I would have had so much money. So
no matter what you do here, you always say, but regardless, you've saved countless people.
Yes, because
that you don't know.
For
the majority, you're wasting your time.
I know how much I have learned just sitting here.
For the majority, you're wasting your time.
Do you know this one that is sitting down here? The last time she came here, all right, we tried to have a conversation about these things, and then I'm a sensitive person. Somehow I realized that I've made the biggest mistake of my life by starting that conversation. I had to apologize and withdrew. All right, because you see, her countenance changed. Emotionally, you see, she started yawning up and down because I was boring her with all this nonsense. But because of the respect she has for me, she didn't know how to say shut up. Otherwise, she would
Are
have
you
simply said, "Shut up."
podcasting me?
Are you getting me? So that is to tell you how sensitive it is. In fact, there is something I have seen here, sitting down here, that did not sit well with her. I noticed it. There was a name I mentioned here, and she became uncomfortable immediately. She's here now. She knows that I'm telling the truth. So religion makes it, and I don't know why people do not have the audacity to look at the other side of the coin.
Well, we know more truths if we have boldness to look at the other side of the coin. There are truths there that what religion does is to just show us the part that it needs to tame us.
The most important verse in the Bible is where it says that Satan transformed into an angel of light to deceive mankind. So to deceive you, Nana, I don't need to come with horns on my head.
I don't need to appear black.
I don't need to appear
red
like
cloth, like a
I
dibia.
simply need to appear like an angel.
Like an angel.
That is when I will be able to deceive you. But it takes wisdom. That is why God made it possible for us to be logical beings, to have reasoning and the ability to think, dissect, and look at things critically. That is the only way we can find out those who are truly shepherd from those who are wolves in sheep clothing. There are many. I tell you the truth, if there are 2,000 prophets or 2,000 pastors in this country, only one or two out of them.
Only me and about two other people.
And the two, one out of the two is still genuine because he doesn't know how to become like others.
Well, for me, I'm genuine not because I don't know how to become like others, but because I have the fear of God in me.
And then hunger. When hunger catch you, most pastors is hunger. You see, a pastor will go to a program and come back, and he will call the next pastor. Nah, this program was very fruitful, even if it was not. We just came back and we made over 15-20 million naira from that program.
They are not talking about the souls made, but the money made.
Probably he did not recover the money he spent there. But they want to put pressure on the next pastor.
Yeah, pressure.
So that you don't feel that they are failures. You know that they are also big men of God.
There's a lot going on.
And it's a market, so that when you have a program, you can also call them.
To make the money for you.
To make the money for you. In fact, there's this pastor who used to regard as the raising machine. If he comes to your church, if you need money, invite him. Every single person in that church will drop their last kobo. He will preach, and the kind of miracles he will do, he will make sure that he empty your account. But now, let's not forget why we're having this podcast. My story. So let me continue, and then we'll have another episode. But I want to tell you people, one of the most unbelievable things that happened before in fact, from O.C. Benjamin, understand that I moved to start working with other pastors. And I started traveling to different countries. All right? Different countries. When I started working with this man, he's late now. I think they said he was kidnapped, and they found his body in the bush. The kidnappers killed him. I'm still saying that those who kidnapped him are probably those he collected money from. Because this man, I went with him to Cameroon, in a place called Tico in Cameroon. In the southern part of Cameroon, there's a place called Tico. We got there, we raised a church within few months. In fact, there's this shipping line that gave us their warehouse. We raised a church just close to Tico Market. Any Cameroonian that is listening to me will know where I'm talking about. We raised a church of over 1,000 crowd within those few months. In fact, pastors from other churches were leaving their church to come and identify with us. They moved to our own church because they feel like this is where the anointing is. But what happened in that church the atrocity that happened in that church is something I'm going to tell in the next episode.